guys. Ian Anderson, Cory, Murrell, Central Coast Disc Golf. Some more Idlewild Open. We got round 3 chase card part 2. Paul McBeth, he's on a heater.
Ooh, he is, and he came into today motivated. After bogeying the last hole in the second round to drop off of lead card, he has blessed us with his presence down on chase card, and he's making it count.
He's slumming it with us.
He's slumming it down on chase card, but I'll tell you what, this video is not slumming it because he's 8 down through 9, and he's looking to birdie 10 as well.
Take it, man. All right, straight uphill shot. Tons of trees in the way. Paul McBeth with that metal flake T-Bird 3.
I like it. Throw something on hyzer, have it flip up, glide. He's got a look.
He tried the Roadrunner round 1, huh?
Yeah, I think he opted for something a little bit less flippy that he can lean on a little bit more, but hey, hard to argue with the result.
Yeah, I think you're right. Emerson, oh no.
Oof,
did that kick as far as it looked?
It did, and then...
Oh, it rolled down.
It rolled magically down. Emerson's I wonder how far into the woods that traveled before that weird wood fairy rolled it back in.
Solid. Calvin, oh, this looks pretty.
That's exactly how you're supposed to throw that shot.
Wow. Just hyzer flip it just dead straight. So cool. Where is that going, Cory?
He just overcooked it a little bit. If we remember from round 1, he was playing it just to the right side of those trees and trying to draw it back, but I think he just released it a hair left.
Gotcha. It's a late tree there. Oh, that was puttable until it rolled.
Yeah, it rolled behind some trees, too. It's going to be a pretty guarded long look.
Ah, dang. Emerson second. Gonna try and save that par. That tree's not helping.
No, and it was so good.
It was. Had a great line on it. Here is his third. Great touch on that forehand.
Yeah, I think
he was trying to throw it in.
I think he's throwing a Cenis there, too.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Oh, there's your big putt, Zach.
So happy he got one on camera.
Run that down, buddy.
Oh, he was stoked right there.
Rightfully so. That was long and tricky, too. What a guy. Love seeing that, man. Chase that dragon. McBeast for 2. Oh,
he knew it out of his hand.
He did. Calvin for the solo bird. Yep.
Casual.
Just nonchalance it right in. Yep.
Yeah.
Emerson coming back for the 4. Another awkward putt made.
Notice his Waffle House socks. He claims that he was the first Waffle House guy.
AJ's a ripoff?
AJ is, in fact, a later convert.
Wow.
He's got the Waffle House hat, the socks, the whole. He's got armbands.
Really?
Yeah. So there's some drama in the Waffle House sponsorship game.
AJ better come clean with that. Yeah. All right. Hole 11. Let's see an ace, Cory.
Please, Ian. 192 feet. Really, the Stockton and Delta Windjammers would hope for us to ace because that's who's sponsoring this basket. It's just right in front of you, Ian. Throw it in.
It's right there. Just like a putt, really.
Yeah.
Just like a longer putt, if you will.
It's a long
Calvin
putt.
after that. That's a pretty long putt. Calvin with a really nice drive. That will birdie at least. McBeast going
rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like when he needs to just hit a gap or like get something to fly glidey straight, he just opts for that rock and just baby throws it.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll power it down really nicely. Oh, Zach. Hitting a tree. Hopefully to hit anybody.
Yeah, he's over there in Drew land.
He is. And Emerson with the forehand flex. Ooh.
He was going
I
for
like
it.
that. Yes, he was.
Coming off the bogey, he's like, I'm putting up a highlight here.
Looks like Zach just lays up for his par. Emerson for 2. Yeah.
Good 2. You expect to get it, though. Zach is going to probably take that unfortunate par, which kind of does feel like a bogey in this one.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? This is the par 2 on the course.
Yep.
In your head, anyway.
In your
Calvin.
head. In your head. No?
Wow.
No cranberries?
It's relevant again. Cranberries are.
True.
Yeah. They changed it up a little bit here, though.
Did they really?
Yeah, they added drones now to that song. The zombie
Really?
song. Yeah.
That's weird. Whatever.
They made it more contemporary. You know?
Oh, come on, dude. You can't have more contemporary than zombie. Oh, my gosh.
Hole 12, what are we doing?
We're throwing it far, and we're moving on from the cranberries. We are finishing right, if you can, at this cluster of trees. We saw Cory Ellis and Drew just lay up with mid-ranges and putters, and then try and just crush one down this gap that we're flying right now. I think these guys, though, are going to get a little bit more aggressive. Zach, obviously, with that sidearm, is going to have to travel right, but stay in that landing zone, because approaching this pin is so difficult. It falls away from you, and there's trees in your face and by the basket. So it's really a lose-lose.
Yeah, this is a 2 great shot par 4.
Mm-hmm.
If you want that bird. Calvin with the forehand.
Solid,
Pretty,
but a
pretty
little
good.
long. Yeah, a little long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Paul going that luster Firebird.
Wow, that's just perfect.
That is great. Wow. Emerson,
Going Justice.
your boy here.
I know. He's flicking that Justice all over the place.
He was, man. That's the perfect shot. You know, the nice thing about Justice is it's not going to go too far.
Exactly. It's not going to get squirrely on that right side.
Mm-hmm. And Zach. Wow, 3 really good drives and 1 not that bad.
Oof, yeah, I know. Exactly. If, like, as far as a grouping, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah. So Emerson up first with the second shots. Piping a backhand down this gap.
You dream of
right.
having this look, dude. Like,
Yeah, right?
how
Yeah.
open that is unreal.
Oh, kick it, guys. Kick it. Kick it.
Yeah, I know, right? Good dodge, Nate. Good dodge, Alyssa.
Oh, man. That was a subpar roll right there.
Yeah, great shot. Really just not rewarded.
Actually, it's more of an over par roll.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah. Calvin piping this left-hand gap. That's tiny. Zach ripping on that backhand.
Ooh, little long, but that is the good mistake to make. Like, if you're going to miss to the open side.
I feel like they haven't been this far down the fairway before. Like, everyone threw great drives.
No, I know.
And now all their second shots are going long.
Yeah, it's true. Usually the second shots are hitting trees shortly after their hand.
Uh-huh. So looking at Calvin's third. Going to try and salvage this par. Ugh.
Yeah, he's...
Roll.
Yes.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Oh, what?
Keep rolling. How is it rolling in this grass
Dude,
right
I
now?
don't know. It just won't stop. But if it's going to set it down by the pin...
It's still going to go?
See ya.
No way, man. What?
Isn't that just the most brutal roll you've ever seen?
That was the slowest rollout I've ever seen.
It went from, like, really rough par opportunity to, like, oh, nice roll into a look, and then, like, really bad again.
Then worse. Almost. That was drama right there on that roll. We got Zach, I believe. Or that's Emerson, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Out of the
Emerson
woods.
just upping.
Mm-hmm. After Zach and Calvin did the same, and Paul with the only legit birdie op here. See if he can capitalize. Oh, Cory.
Oof. He wanted it. That was to continue. That was to go, I believe, 11 down through 12 at that point.
Man. I mean, that's one thing at D-Glow, but on this course...
Yeah. I mean, people were like, oh, yeah, the lines are too open at D-Glow. No one could ever do that at a tough course.
Yeah.
Here he's doing it at literally the toughest course.
The toughest course. I've seen that said so many times this weekend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just true. Like, it's
Yeah.
so impossibly hard to stay clean through this thing.
Mm-hmm. There are a bunch of par cleanups. I'll actually start Calvin with the bogey there after that just ridiculous roll.
I know. Like, give him a stroke just for the mental exhaustion.
Right? Someone coming for the high five?
Yeah, that's Albert. Met him out there while I was shooting drone. Good guy.
Right on, man. High fiving a drone not advised, though.
No, please don't.
No. Yes, they're spinny and sharp. Hole 13, dog leg left. Good luck getting a 2 on this one.
Yeah, you are not kidding. 472 feet, and it's got to be on hyzer the whole way. The problem is you can't throw it up. So it's got to be flat out of your hand and riding that hyzer all the way to the left. We've seen, I think, 1-2 thus far. Corey Ellis was able to 2 it during the second round. Last year, 1 for the entire event, so it's unlikely.
Yeah, that was Paul's Star Destroyer.
And that was
Left himself
perfect.
Good,
that was great.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Good alley for the upshot still available, though.
Mm-hmm.
Emerson's leaking early. Ooh.
Not stoked.
No. He'll be throwing 3 after the OB stroke. Zach. Is that OB too?
Not OB, but
okay.
Not fun.
No, not good. Calvin peers it.
That's what you want.
Ooh, buddy. Yes.
And out of
No,
bounds.
Really?
Isn't that tragic? He's going to have like a 30-footer for his 3.
Oh, that drive is so beautiful. Zach?
Overcooked it a little bit, just tucked it into the that long stuff on the right side.
Gosh, not an easy 4 coming his way either, though. And that was Emerson's 3rd.
Sneaking it. That is possibly the worst spot to be on the course.
Wow. Really nice shot. That is Zach's 3rd. We'll have a putt for his 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul's 2nd. Gonna try and birdie, I'm sure.
Oh, you know it. I mean, it's a pretty safe backstop to run that in.
Yeah, I really like that hole for this reason. You know, you can run it from wherever you land.
So oh gosh, great putt by
Wow.
Calvin. That's an untraditional 3 if you've ever seen it.
That's for sure.
I guess sometimes during casual play, they'll play the AstroTurf as a true island. And so the backstop is out. And this drop zone, if you saw that little brick thing that Calvin just almost putted off of, that's the drop zone if you miss the island.
Oh, funny.
So you're sitting there, and if you airball it onto the dirt, you're putting again with a stroke.
Really?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, as if Idlewild needed to be harder.
Remind me not to play with those guys. Whoever those guys are that do that.
Sadistic is what they are.
They are, man. Paul cleans up the par, I believe. A couple bogeys, couple pars, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like that par birdie, though, kind of feels like.
It is, yeah, you're right, totally. Paul with still that 9 down round.
Thrown Innova and competed with Innova. I don't think I'd be playing this sport if it wasn't for creating the disc itself and then just taking it to the next level over and over and over again. How great the discs are themselves. It's really gained my trust, and I don't think I would be here without Innova. I don't see myself doing anything else.
All right, guys, back to the action. Thinking MVP first, though. We love those guys. You should love them, too. Go buy an MVP disc. They're dope. Hole 14. What's the plan, Cory?
Whew. Well, it's a journey, Ian. We saw Corey Ellis deuce it, but I doubt we're going to see that anytime soon. If you can hit this left gap off the tee and have it draw to the right, that's the perfect shot. Where the drone is right now, kind of where those 2 trails meet, sets you up with this nice alley to the basket, but odds are you're not going to be in the exact perfect spot, and you're going to have really, it's almost like a reactionary-based second shot. You kind of just got to figure it out as you go down the fairway.
Yeah. Paul? Rock? Huh.
I like
Okay.
it. Conrad went putter off the tee. He went putter for his birdie.
Wow.
You know, I think Paul kind of had that same mindset. I think it just likes throwing the rocks more than the putters.
Gotcha. Calvin got Idlewilded to the right over there. Emerson tries the forehand as well.
Perfect.
Wow. Staying
That's
clean on
way
this
down
hole is amazing. Just a testament to your line shaping skills. Zach? Interesting.
Yep, the brand new stiletto. That thing was a stable
Yeah, it is.
one.
Yeah, and they will skip. They have a giant rim. Calvin's second shot from the right-hand side. Woods throwing an Annie backhand.
That's so good, Ian.
That was an amazing recovery.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Calvin can throw. Paul with the
Mako 3.
The Mako 3. I was going to wonder, yeah. It was turning like one, but does unfortunately hit a tree.
Does not fall out of bounds, though. He thought he might have.
Okay. Oh, no, Zach. Ah. I mean, look what he had to work with there, Cory.
No,
like
it's a zillion trees.
Yeah, nothing. Good pitch up from Calvin. Should be able to save his 4. Zach's third.
Huh, he's up there.
Okay.
He's there sitting
Yeah.
for a par.
That'll 4. Emerson. What a drive, Cory.
I know. If you can throw that type of an upshot and almost dunk it in, that's a good spot to be.
You can almost be Corey Ellis. Paul's third, flexing a forehand. That will par. That's not what he wants, though, Cory.
No, it isn't. But we were, at this point now, checking UDisc just to see kind of where everyone's shaken down. And Kevin Jones is not playing well, Ian. He is 2 down, I believe, sitting at 18 under par. With that par, I believe McBeth is going to be at 19.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So right now we have a current leader, though they're 1 hole back. So if Kevin comes on, birdies this, then we're back to all square. It's getting interesting down the stretch, though.
Crazy situation. We'll see what happens. Paul cleans up par. Zach will do the same.
And actually, Emerson is sponsored by the Perfect Putt 360 guys.
Is he really? Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so he's got one of their hats on. You can see it in the photo there. And apparently, he goes by the nickname the Texas Armadillo.
All right. I don't know what to say about that.
He's got it stitched into his hat.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's commitment to the bit.
it really is.
Yeah, taking out embroidery is it's not easy. Hole 15, par for 487, going uphill, then doglegging right or straight?
Doglegging right. And you know what?
Okay.
Off the top of my head, when I said that hole 8 was the toughest technicality per foot hole, I think this one actually might take it.
It might, yeah.
It is so tough. You got to keep something straight, and then you're throwing straight up a hill. So it's really fine line off the tee, followed by a really touchy sidearm or turnover backhand approach.
Emerson's going to go forehand flex off the tee. That's great.
That's great, and I love that line. And for some reason, I didn't even consider that when I was stepping up. Like,
Really?
just throwing the flexor off to that left side and having it draw back right.
That's your jam too, Cory.
I know.
Yeah. Paul with that metal flick T-bird 3 guts. It was up there, a little bit left.
Exactly, up there, but yeah, a little bit left. He's going to have a awkward stance of a look.
Oh, Calvin with a bit of a shank.
And it
Where'd that
kicks
go?
dead center.
Did it really?
He's sitting right next to Emerson.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was looking so good from Zach. Needed it just a little bit farther right. He would have been way up there. Here's the second shot, getting creative.
Yep, laying up to those trees. I mean, you say laying up, but it was a great shot to get up to the center of those trees.
Ooh, Paul's ripping on that forehand.
3 inches from glory, Ian.
Wow. That thing was moving. Calvin opts for the backhand turnover. Yeah. It's Idlewild. You're just going to hit a tree before you hit the ground most of the time.
Exactly. If you can get out of 14-15 with 4-4, you are fine.
Yeah. Ooh, Emerson. That's a second shot, right?
That is the second shot. He's staring down a 3-3 through these, which is just extraordinary.
Wow, Emerson. Zach? Well, that'll play.
That is such a good scramble 4. That's just unreal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, really tough tee shot there. Looks like Calvin just going to lay up. Yep. I'll take his, I believe, 4. And Paul's third.
Lining up the rock.
Is he trying to throw it in? He is. He's totally trying to throw it in. Such a savage. I love it. Emerson, you didn't do that.
He did, and it was kind of an unfortunate situation. We had a pretty good gallery building on our card, especially now that McBeth is tapping in on 15 with his share of the lead.
Yeah.
And there was a small child behind us that was kind of talking in and out, and he stopped talking. Emerson was like, "Oh, this is my chance, go." And he just was a bit out of sorts.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah. I mean, it was just an unfortunate situation. There's not a ton you can do.
Yeah.
You just got to roll with the flow when you're on a card that has somebody vying for the lead.
Yeah, for sure. Sad to see because he played that hole just so well.
Exactly.
Extremely clean. But we'll have to settle for the par, as will everyone else. Paul still 7 clear of the card, 19 down, and he's winning right now.
He is winning, and there was a bit of a backup on this hole, so we were able to see the scores roll in from hole 15, and Kevin Jones triple bogeyed that, Ian.
No way.
So standing here on the tee, he's actually 3 strokes clear of the field.
How does that happen for the chase card?
I do not know. He started the day 6 back of the field, and now he is 3 ahead of it.
That's something, Cory.
That is truly something. And now he's got 3 holes. Granted, they are very dangerous holes, a really tough finishing stretch.
Yep.
But 3 holes in which he could go eagle, birdie, and even eagle, birdie. So if he can just keep it clean and keep the gas pedal on the floor, this is his tournament.
Wow. Well, first shot's up on hole 16. He did go OB round 1. Emerson has the box, though.
Yeah, you're looking to get off as much distance as you can, but not do that.
Man. Good scrambling by the gallery, though. Paul with that Star Destroyer, ripping out a massive hyzer.
Such a good adjustment from round 1. He threw
Right?
that in the 3 on the clock. He threw that at 3 compared to at 1 o'clock where he threw it straight out of bounds last time.
Exactly. Calvin begging for this to get down. Inbounds.
And it is literally, you'll get a shot of it here in a sec. It was ruled out of bounds, but it's literally leaning on the line.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, man. Zach, is this going to make it back in? It's not.
I don't think so. Yeah,
No.
he needed that McBeth stability. Kind of got up on top of itself a little bit and hung out there.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit shocked to not see him go flick off the tee.
Yeah, huh?
But hey, dealer's choice. There's a reason I'm not on chase card.
Yep. There's his third shot inbounds. Emerson also throwing 3.
Whoa. Man, he was just
No,
a little
did it
bit.
make it over?
It did not. He was a little bit too far back for it to coast all the way down there.
Oh, man. Paul is making sure he will make over all the
So
OB.
Paul goes, I'm just going to pitch up to the bottom.
I'm just going to pitch up to the bottom.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yes.
Okay, so expecting him to be to the bottom of the hill. No, he meant 50 feet from the basket.
That's pretty good. That was unbelievable for Calvin.
Yeah, sitting on the line, leaning up against the tall stuff.
That's some Eagle GBO situation going on.
For
right there.
real.
Yeah. That's a great third shot, though. Still might birdie.
Quality work. I mean, a 4P is nothing to scoff at.
Nope. Here is Zach. He's throwing 4. Interesting shot here.
I know. If nothing else, he had entertainment value on his side.
Yeah, I'll take it. Here is his 5th.
He started
That's
to run
good
it down
bid.
for a sec.
I don't blame him. Had a great looking line on it. Emerson, is he throwing 5 right here?
He is throwing 6 at this point, 2 OBs,
Okay.
and then the 5th shot went down here.
Gotcha. Make beast for Eagle? Huh.
Tragic, Ian.
I thought he'd make that one, It's an Eagle putt. He usually doesn't miss those.
No, I know. He left it short, too. He was really upset himself.
Calvin. Wow. OB drive, still birdie, Cory.
Yeah, he's a bit all over the place. He's kind of having grip issues and not necessarily hitting his angles, but I'll tell you what, he is scrambling to a pretty acceptable score.
Yeah, he's putting really well. An acceptable score is not what Emerson got on this hole. That one hurt. Paul cleans up the nice birdie, though. Possibly stretching that lead, depending on what the lead card does.
Yeah, so we are now moving on to 17, and we're watching the shots come in. And Zach Melton, who was tied for that 16 down spot, is going to go ahead and bogey this hole. James Conrad is going to birdie to move to 16 down. And Kevin Jones also bogeyed this one. Now, Ian, he's 4 strokes clear of the field.
What?
Yes.
Wow, man.
I've never seen anything like this.
No, that flip-flop is just unbelievable.
Unreal.
Almost unprecedented. A hole 17, though. It's a dangerous one.
It absolutely is, and this is something that he could go out and take a 5 or a 6 on, and they could go out and 2 it. So this is a 3 to 4 stroke swing potential. Not to say it's going to happen, but it's there.
Yeah. And he does have the box. Going Metal Flake T-Bird 3. Uh-oh, Cory. Whoa.
That's out of bounds, and Paul goes, oh, it's the worst possible outcome.
Oh, man. Calvin ripping in a little bit righter than you usually throw.
And it kicked an even further right.
Did it really?
Yeah, we're going to see him throw a second shot, and it doesn't even look like he's playing the same hole.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man.
That kick off the tree, it gave him that little bit of extra distance. Almost allowed him to park it, but is going to have like a, 55, 60-footer for his 3.
Yeah, that was a beautiful-looking shot. Emerson with a good-looking forehand. Emerson.
Yeah, such a good shot. He's going to have a look at 2.
That's Emmer Daddy after that throw.
I know. No Emmer son. Emmer adult.
Yeah. Wow. Paul throwing 3. Looks like a flex Firebird. Uh-oh, Cory.
Out of bounds again, and I thought that was going in.
I did too. It does not look like Calvin is playing this hole. You're right. Got some of the way there.
Yeah, easy up and down for the 4 at least.
Yep. Zach's throwing 3.
I love the leap into the river.
Yeah, and then immediately out of it. Here is Calvin's 3rd. Just going to pitch up and take his 4.
Yeah, the OB is so close on the screen. There's no sense running it from that far back.
And this is for Eagle for Emerson, right?
Yeah.
Emerson, I'm going to need you to make those, man.
He knows it. He knows this.
I want those highlights. Still was an incredible drive. Paul cleans up the 5. Not what he needed there, Cory.
No, and door is open at this point. The guys behind him are 4 strokes back. He gave up the 5. If Melton can find himself to a 2, which he did do on Saturday, he's back in this.
Yeah, Emerson we saw how easy it can be if you're Emerson. Zach struggling with that Zuka.
Get it back.
A little wild, but cleans up his 4.
Yeah, Zach has a Jeep, and he kind of crushes it through the mud and off-roads it. So he was like in full off-roading mode with the Zuka. It was hilarious.
He's in theme. Nice. All right, Cory, we are looking at the last hole of the day. Paul's still winning at this point.
He is, but this is a doozy, Ian. This is not a gimme to walk it in for your win. You've got to pure this tunnel, and even if you do pure the tunnel, you've got to be in a good spot to access the green. You could throw it all the way down there and be 5 foot to the left of where you want to be, and you have nothing because you're pinched behind a tree. We're going to see maybe mid-ranges off the tee, but if someone's trying to get aggressive, they can rip a driver and try and get it all the way down to the end. Really, it's about control and then power on your second shot.
All right. Let's see what they got. Zach giving the caddy a nice hug.
Yep, that's Emerson's special lady friend.
Oh, nice. And speaking of the man, here he is trying to throw a hyzer flip that didn't flip. Oh, it kicked nicely, though.
It kicked, and that's honestly not a bad spot to be.
Yeah. Calvin, also hyzer flipping up the middle.
And also kicking back into the middle.
All right. That's always nice when that works out.
Yeah, very forgiving.
Zach? Turn. Oh, that's the bad kick.
Yeah, he got the luck that the other 2 were building up to.
Yep. Paul just going rock, huh?
And that's just in his play all weekend. And if you watch the footage from last year, that's his play last year as well.
Makes sense. Those discs go straight. Zach's second from the left-hand side of the fairway, pitches out beautifully.
Yeah, it looks
Emerson.
beautifully from back there, but we're going to see his lie, and it's not quite as beautiful.
Aw.
Yeah, he's out there. I mean, it's where you want to be. He's probably not going to 3 it, but he's certainly out of Bogeyville.
Yeah. There's Calvin throwing the turnover backhand.
That's great.
It is. McBeast kind of locked this one up, Cory, with a good shot here. That's a good shot.
Beyond a good shot, Ian.
Oh, wow.
So stepping up to the hole, he has 4 strokes to give. And we're talking about the situation. And he's like, all right, so all I got to do is birdie this one and they can't catch me. It's like,
yeah.
You're an animal.
You could probably par, they won't catch you.
It would
You
have
could
taken
play
like an
bogey and they won't catch you.
eagle to catch him if he would have just parred it. But he's like, nah,
Yeah.
they can't catch me if I birdie it.
Stone cold killer. Zach, oh, man. That's where it ended up?
Zach is devolving. He threw that flick roller, and it kicked so far into the woods.
Oh, man.
He's having a tough go on this one, unfortunately.
Oh, man. Tough way to end your day, but that's hole 18 at Idlewild.
Mm-hmm.
Emerson's third. Ooh, I thought he was going to throw it in.
He was trying to. He's like, ooh,
Yeah.
should I throw in the Bruins Justice? I'm like, yes, please.
Yes, do it. Calvin also pitching up for a par. Zach putting for more than par.
Yeah, that was for his double. He's going to unfortunately end with a triple bogey 7.
Oh, no. Emerson with a nice par putt. As Ellen approves.
Yeah, unfortunately, this 7 is going to knock as McBeth taps in. Everybody knows it, but it's not official at this point.
Yeah.
That 7 for Zach is going to take him from, I believe, like 8th place all the way down to 16th, 17th place.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That hurts. But, oh, my gosh.
Dude, that thing almost jumped out.
It sure did.
Ladies and gentlemen,
How about that performance from Paul?
your 2018 Idlewild Open champion, Paul McBeth.
That was honestly one for the ages, Ian. I think it's
It
been
is.
BSF 2015, I think, is the last time I can remember somebody winning off the chase car. I know
Crazy.
Conrad gave Waco a good run last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but as far as I can remember, that's the last time we've seen it. And folks, this is probably not the last. This field this year and the field in general is so tight. I'm excited for more events like this.
The parity is out of control, Cory.
Very true. We had looked to be a really close match coming in, and it would have been really close if not for Paul.
Wow, man. Yeah, seriously, he would have had a playoff.
Yeah, 16, 16, 15, 14, 14, all the way down, and then that bagger 20 at the top.
Wow. What an incredible performance by that guy. Just showing up his Sunday best.
Yep, it defies expectations. No one really knew what to expect. We were talking about Tiger on the tee pad, and I feel like we inspired him a little bit.
I feel it, dude. We'll give it to you. All right, guys. Before we wrap this up, Cory, I want to give Cory some love, you guys. He's doing the next day videos by himself. Usually this is like a 3-man crew.
This
Cory,
is
you're
true.
a beast, dude.
I'm trying,
Yeah.
man.
So give Cory some love, guys. He's making it happen for you. And we all appreciate it. All right, guys. That's all we got for Idlewild. Where are you headed next, Cory?
I am actually heading over to the Charlie Ventnor Open out in Louisville, where I believe I'm going to be playing this weekend. So pretty excited
Cool.
to not only play, but also be able to catch up on a few projects I've been slacking on and get some cool content out for you guys.
Yeah, we got the Oakland City Champs coming. Champs versus Chumps.
BC Open is coming too.
BC Open. Yep, I got Zootown coming up for you guys pretty soon.
Awesome.
Tons and tons of videos for you guys. It should be fun to watch. That was a fun watch. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.